Yeah, they're not actually melting, guys. Like
they're on drugs. Right
yeah,
everybody in the audience who did drugs, they're like,
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
there.
yeah. Like whoa, they're high as hell. Yeah,
like me right now. What's good, everybody? This is Blaze Reviews. We're hitting you with all the latest movie reviews, but on a higher level. I'm Kay.
and I'm A. Rick.
And hey, new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the Blaze crew where we get lit off of movies all day. And as for today's movie review session, we got to take a hit of the latest psychological thriller joint rolled up by Adam Robitel. And that joint being Escape Room. When six strangers get together in a room to test out the latest escape room, they quickly realize that once you don't escape the room, you die. So now the team has to team up to survive and use their wit to make it through the night. So I mean, going to this movie, what kind of got you lit to see Escape Room? Are you like a big fan of the whole concept of escape rooms?
To be honest with you, I was completely unaware of the concept of escape rooms.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't grow up going to haunted houses. I think I've been to one, maybe two.
Yeah, I've been to one, and they scared the shit out of me, and I never went back again. So,
you know, and I didn't know it was a real thing. So
it's a kind of, I guess, popular trend and stuff. So of course they got to make it into a movie now.
Yeah, but you know, all the trendy millennial behavior gets turned into a movie and sold to you. Your own behavior gets sold to you out here. But no, I was interested in it, and so the trailer looked fine. But yeah, I didn't recognize any of the actors except for Deborah and Woll, she was in True Blood as Jessica, and she's in
more recently Karen.
Yeah, she's Karen on Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this and I was like, it looks all right. They got a bunch of no-name actors and stuff. Pretty much no-name director. Then I saw Sony, I was like, oh my God, it's probably gonna be terrible. Then I saw the release date, I was like, dang.
Ooh, it was that release date, yeah.
I was like, January 4th. Ooh, that's perfect dumpster garbage time. But I mean, hey, is Escape Room dumpster garbage, or is this actually a nice high that you might want to take a hit of? Let's find out as we get to all the highs and downers that we got from seeing Escape Room. Let you know whether it should be Blaze to go see this or not. So let's get into some of the highs we got from it. I mean, what was the first high you got from taking a hit of Escape Room?
Well, I could tell they were taking the film seriously from the get-go. I'm not gonna lump it in with Flatliners in terms of that vibe, but I was getting like
the remake.
Yeah, the remake.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, the movie was terrible, but it had a nice sinister vibe that it kept me. You know, I was very interested to see where this film was gonna go.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a January movie or nothing like that. I feel like maybe February movie.
Yeah,
a little bit better.
Yeah, pushing out of the crap zone. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was. I'll say I got a nice high from like some of the suspense stuff they got from the escape room stuff. Like, I mean, some of the rooms were boring, but some of them they were like well put together.
Yeah.
Like, you had to really use your mind and think where's they gonna take it next and stuff.
Right.
And like they had that one, I guess towards the end of the movie, the escape room where they had to touch something where they got drugged up. I was like, wow, this is actually a nice well put together scene.
That whole sequence was actually very, very impressive. I could tell some of the people didn't understand what was happening, and they were reacting because they were reacting a certain way, and I was like, yeah, they're not actually melting, guys.
Yeah.
Like
they're on drugs. Right now. Everybody in the audience who did drugs, they're like, I've been there.
Yeah. Like, whoa, they're high as hell. Yeah.
Like me right now.
Man, but yeah, that sequence was very, very good.
And it made you feel woozy and stuff.
Yeah, no, the way they shot it. There was a similar sequence in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh yeah,
but I think this one was better actually. Yeah,
where they're jumping through.
Where they're jumping through the realities and stuff, and it's bending their molecules and stuff. But I thought the visual impact in Escape Room was better than what they accomplished in.
Because the one in Guardians of the Galaxy was like built for laughs and stuff.
And it was like 100% CGI too. Yeah. This was a little more grounded. Yeah.
So what was like another high you got from it?
Well, I think the look of the film, it had a nice cool tone to it. It wasn't quite copying like Saw or anything like that. But
from the look of it,
yeah. From the look. No, I mean from the look, it was going for its own vibe. Yeah. You know, but we'll get into that stuff a little later.
Yeah, I agree with you. The look was kind of good and stuff. Like there were some parts where I was like, man, the cinematography looked a little bad in this part right here. But other than that, it looked real well.
No, there was a shot when they were out in the snow. Yeah. Dude, that came out of nowhere, dude.
I was like, why does that look so brown right
now?
No,
it literally, the color palette was different. The contrast was different. the exposure was a little bit up. It was just a completely different shot. Yeah, it was like way outside of the rest of that whole thing.
They must have to reshoot that shit.
Yeah, no, I think
I forgot
did.
what we did with the other
That
stuff.
shot came out of nowhere, dude. Oh, I thought I was the only one that saw it. I was like, bro, why did they get brown right there for a second? If you are really into cinematography, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Yeah, it sticks out big time. It doesn't ruin it, but it's just like it just sticks out. Yeah, it just sticks out of nowhere.
But then when they do the same shot again, it's back.
Yeah, it goes back to normal right after that. Yeah,
that's why I thought I was tripping.
Yeah, I was like,
that's why I didn't say nothing.
It looked like they were in a gassy fog or something right quick. But yeah, no, the editing, because that suspense and the way that the traps are built, and you said like they kept it going with that. I thought the editing was a nice tool. Yeah. They used it wisely, and how they were setting up the, you have to do this in order to get that, and the different things you had to do to make the trap spring open and all that.
They really used the whole aspect of the escape room to.
Yeah. I felt like the escape rooms were, that people like to say that the setting can be a character. I felt like the escape rooms were characters for the most part.
As far as characters to go too, like that got a nice time from the characters in the movie, especially from Karen in the movie.
Yeah.
She was really good at playing like that war veteran who's kind of going through PTSD, with all the traps and stuff, trying to fight through that. She had like the best, I think, story arc out of all the characters and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I thought they set up Taylor Russell. She plays a character called Zoe. I thought they set. Huh?
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they set up her character. I think they put the most into setting her up at the beginning. Yeah. And I thought it came into play a little bit with her character, but it didn't come into play as much as I would have liked.
She was the shy girl who didn't want to take any chances and stuff like that. So
I'm not sure if she was like, she's in college. It looks like she's studying game theory or some kind of quantum probabilities. It's some kind of quantum probability stuff. And I was able to follow it a little bit just because I studied that a little bit in school, but.
A lot of people in the theater didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were.
They start saying numbers.
It was just like, what is this?
What's 1 + 1?
No, seriously, she started throwing out some really upper level stuff, and I was like, I don't think the general audience is really gonna get this.
Yeah. But as far as like her going, I thought she was solid enough for what she was tasked to do.
No, yeah.
Like playing that quiet girl character fits her. Like I don't see her being like some outgoing girl.
Right.
Like they tried to make her into like midway through the movie. I was like, girl, you need just to calm down a little bit. Yeah. You're eating up scenery right now.
Ooh, yeah. She chewing on it.
Well, I mean, other than that, I thought she was fine in the movie. I mean, she looked fine too. Like I was questioning at first. I was like, damn, she looks like she's 16. And I looked at the Wikipedia. I was like, oh, she's 24. Never mind, she's sexy as hell. We're good, guys. You can say she's sexy. But I mean, was there any other highlights you got from it?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, let's get into some of the downers now.
Move this man!
I mean, yeah, those few characters were good, but like they had a lot of characters in there who were just like wasted and just completely annoying.
Well, yeah, the character, I believe Danny was his name, played by I want to say Nick Dodani.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you wanted him to die, but then like. When it came, you're just like, that wasn't as satisfying.
I wanted him to get tortured.
Yeah.
he was the annoying guy who'd been to like 97
escape rooms were his thing.
Like he literally jacks off the escape rooms like in his sleep and stuff. The way they made it seem. Yeah. And like he was just so annoying, and every 5 minutes like, oh my god, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Oh, it's so immersive.
It's not real, guys. It's not real.
Like, they literally just tried to burn you with a flamethrower right now. You saying, oh, it's not real. My hair's on fire, but it's not real.
No, it's not real. No, we're good. Yeah.
Like his character was annoying, and also I think what was his name? J. Ellis, the black guy.
J. Ellis, yeah.
Token black guy.
I forgot his character's name, but
they barely mentioned the character names and stuff. Yeah. But like he was just an annoying businessman who was too cocky and stuff.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. He rode a motorcycle to work and all this other stuff.
But he's a douchebag.
Yeah, they were trying to get you like, oh, he's a douchebag. Blah blah blah. T.C. Carson in Final Destination 2 played a similar kind of character. Yeah. He's that black dude riding his motorcycle around. He's too cool for school and the whole thing. He's a hot shot. Yeah.
And the way they set him up, like he was the character that made the most sense and stuff. Like he was actually the one like, oh my god, this is real. We gotta do this. We gotta do that.
Yeah. He was applying logic to most of it.
But then every now and then he would just come out of nowhere and be like a complete asshole for no
reason. He was really up and down. Like on some parts you were on his side, or at least I was, and then other parts I'm like, dude, like chill out, bro. Like.
And like with that being said, like the biggest down I think we got from it though has to be like how generic and how much they copied from every other psychological thriller you've ever seen.
Oh man, okay. So I gotta put this out there. I'm a huge fan of the Cube series. There's a Cube, the Cube. Cube 2 Hypercube is awesome. That's one of the best sequels that you never seen. And then Cube Zero, which was a prequel to Cube. Anyway, I love that series. This ripped off Cube so hard, dude. So hard.
Like the guy probably just watched Cube and like, oh yeah, I gotta turn this into another
seriously
escape room.
Seriously, it's like in Cube, they're trapped in this tesseract-like, kind of construct, and it's very, very mysterious. In the first one, you don't even get like why they're there or how they're there or anything. But it's this notion of you're in this cube. It has some kind of trap. And you have to get out of there and go to the next cube. It has a different trap. So Escape Room just like ripped that straight off of the page. Yeah, like straight off the page of the cube. What'd you think about?
Yeah, I agree with you with that part, but I got like a lot of Saw vibes too with that part, especially Saw 5 where they had to escape each room and then try to survive as a team. They kind of had that aspect in the movie, and also the way they had the characters' story arcs play out, and the thing was like all Saw-like. Like, oh my God, I'm in this situation because of what I did in my past. Yeah. Like every Saw movie they ever did and stuff. But then like the most blatant ripoff came at the end of the movie when they just like. He literally just copied and pasted the Belko experiment. The Belko experiment cherry on top. Yeah, of the ripoff cake. Yeah. Like the whole thing with the whole setup with the whole monitor. Well, spoiler if you haven't seen this Belko experiment. Yeah. So you probably not interested in seeing it anyway. But it ends with like the sole survivor entering a room, figuring out like, oh, this is all a game and stuff. And like that's exactly how this plays out. With a silhouette on the screen. Yeah. Yeah. And that's how it exactly plays out here, where the guy gets killed and everything. I'm like, oh my God. But the way that they got to it though, it was so like, the pacing was so jacked up on their way to the ending. It was like, it felt rushed. Guys, you could have ended 5 minutes ago and I would have been fine. Like, but you did this thing where you tripped out of the window, you tripped out of the door, and your pant leg got caught on the fence, and you couldn't finish. Yeah, like it was just weird. Yeah, I mean, you had any other big downs from this movie, or? That was the major one. Just how it was just a blatant ripoff of several, Cube's more of a cult thing, so I give it that. But Saw's that's a popular thing. That's a mainstream thing. So if you've seen Saw, you pretty much have seen everything that's in this movie. Now it's not necessarily like a torture based. Oh no, it's not. It's not a torture porn thing, but just the notion of the traps and would you like to play a game? You've been chosen. I think they literally say, "Do you want to? We gonna keep playing this game or something like that?" Trying to do a Saw. They got pretty close. They got pretty close. But I mean, overall, what would you rate the movie though? I give it. It squeaks into Reggie just because it has some legitimate continuity for the most part. Like, it was hardly its own thing, but after finding out that escape rooms are a thing in real life, I just really didn't even know about that. That people actually engage in these types of puzzles the way they would engage in a haunted house. So I give it it squeaks into Reggie for me. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not original whatsoever and stuff. Some of the stuff was good, some stuff was bad. The characters are alright. But I mean, that ending, like that ending I explained to you guys, there's no ending after that. Like, the movie continues for like 10 more minutes after that shit. Yeah. Trying to set up a sequel, and I was like, oh my God, are y'all really going to this? This should just be a one-off movie. Yeah. So with that being said, I gotta give it some low grade Reggie with that one. But I mean, hey, that's just our opinion. What we really want to know is, what did you guys think of Escape Room? Are you excited to see this movie? Are you a big fan of escape rooms and go to them often? Let us know by sparking it up in the comment section below. And hey, like what we do here, make sure you hit that like button. And more importantly, hit that subscribe button, join the Blaze crew, where we stay getting lit off everything movie related. I'm Kay. And I'm A.Rick. And always remember, blaze it.